if you want to grab, this is a safe space. Look there. He had so much potential. He was United through and through. He was a local lad. He was a poster boy for United. He's our highest paying player. But sadly, his career has taken a hit at some point of time. I am feeling bad for him as a human. Right now, I can only sympathize with him as a human because as a player, he is not justifying his salary, to be completely honest. And चाहे Rashford कितना भी कुछ भी करे, certain United fans sections they will always abuse him, no matter what. Whether it is a charity, whether it is a social work, whether it is a goal or an assist, certain section of fans will always abuse him. And for the matter of fact, for his own good, I think we are in the end game now. I think he will move on because we all know he was in the news for one or the another reason. He was there consistently since past few weeks, and we all have read those comments. We all have read that interview with Henry Winter. We are not going to cover that because many other channels have commented already. So we'll stick to what we are going to talk about, and I think it's better if he moves.
I might just have a very different view on this. I know a lot of sympathy wave is going on with Rashford's uh, quote unquote imminent exit from the club. If I am to reflect back at his time, okay, by that those two goals against Arsenal, I think that debut goal in the Champions League, all of those were like very good memories. And of course, that season where he scored like 30 plus goals, and हम लोग को लगा भाई that Rashford, which we thought had that potential, has finally come of age. But I think so many not so great seasons. I wouldn't say bad seasons, but not so great seasons with United, uh, and the entire like justification नहीं हो रहा था उसके salary का, which I get it, like how Ware was mentioning कि justify नहीं कर पा रहा था salary को. ठीक है, fine, get it that he is not to be blamed. He will definitely ask for it, but at the end of the day, I think it is something which is expected. And if he's not able to perform, then I don't feel as bad because I am more indifferent towards his exit now. I'm not feeling that sympathetic और ऐसा कुछ है नहीं कि खराब लग रहा है. हाँ, he is a player who has given good memories, but he has also frustrated us equally. And I think this is the right time for him to make a move because he's 27. If any other club wants him, it is at this age that they would want him, so that he still has something to salvage. And I think United have given him enough number of seasons to kind of, uh, really make the most of his time here. So maybe it was not the fairy tale ending that all of us wanted, but yeah, I think it's the interest in best in the interest of all the parties involved.
Before we move ahead, just I'll take 1 minute of your time. If you are coming first time to our channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any video. And I wanna ask specially to Azman because he has been vocal supporter in our group for Marcus Rashford each and every time. Every time he would score or assist, he would tag us in the group, and we would have this little banter. So, bro, बता क्या feeling है तेरा, कैसे लग रहा है? And if you want to grab, this is a safe space. Look there.
नहीं cry तो नहीं, but yeah, obviously I'm sad. uh but also, like, you remember my first reaction to the news was also that I was fearing that this day would come. So even though, like, I support Rashford wholeheartedly, uh, in my heart I also knew that if this keeps going on the way it is, this inconsistency in performance especially, ये सीजन मैंने वैसे भी दिमाग में बना के रखा था मोस्ट लाइकली. You go back on our charts and look at it. Start of the season I was saying like Rashford last dance हो सकता है ये, and it has turned out to be true. What my bigger issue is that how far United have fallen, in the sense that I told this to you guys as well, that I don't think a player like Rashford, in everything, in his talent, in what he represents for the club and what he means to the fans, etc., a player like that should not leave the club without a Premier League. I think we are a big enough club, even with this shit time that we've had in the last 10 years. I think Manchester United as a club should represent some वैल्यू के इधर तुम आ रहे हो तो यहाँ से तुम प्रीमियर लीग जीत के जाओगे.
Hmm.
And we used to be like that. Players
Hmm.
like Michael Owen, Robin van Persie, these guys came towards the end of their career just to win a, like, just to win a Premier League with us, right? You
Hmm.
have players like Anderson, Cleverley, who in any other team would have probably not tasted Premier League success, but they have 4 5 Premier League title, they have a Champions League title. So I just feel sad that Rashford, with all his talent coming through the academy, probably one of the most talented academy graduate since the class of 92. Yani probably Pogba wale generation was talented, but
Hmm.
between that you didn't have any breakthroughs. Adnan Januzaj couldn't last for long. That way, Rashford was the first true superstar, at least after we've grown up, that came through the academy, and it's just sad that it didn't work out. Even though I personally feel that he did good under every manager. He is the top goal contributor under every manager except for Ruben Amorim. He was under Eric Ten Hag, Ole, Jose Mourinho. LVG, he only played one season, that was when he was a youngster. So I mean, he's the 12th greatest goal scorer in United's history, 8th greatest goal contributor in the Premier League era for Manchester United. So it's not like he's not done anything. He's performed great for us. It is just that we ever expecting more, and we had set the bar that high. And I guess it is our fault for expecting too much out of him. Maybe that added unnecessary pressure on him, and he wasn't able to cope with it. Of course, the media narratives against him didn't help. I think once Pogba was done for, Rashford became the new public enemy number one. And okay, we can debate or not debate about whether he deserved it or not. But it is very clear that उस पे थोड़ा outsized amount of attention रहता था हर चीज पे. Whatever he was doing, even normal things that he was doing, he was being criticized for. So that scapegoating, I think, has also not helped. And of course, like, his own performances haven't been good, at least in the last 18 months. Nobody can deny that. So time's up. I'm sad. From his perspective, देख यार, वो बचपन से यहीं पे है, 4 5 मैनेजर्स के अंडर हो चुका है, एंड इट डजंट अपीयर दैट वो एक दो सीजन से ज्यादा कंसिस्टेंटली परफॉर्म कर पाता है कोई भी मैनेजर के अंडर. तो आई थिंक ही हिमसेल्फ नीड्स दिस चेंज. But yeah, it's tragic, yeah. I don't like the situation, even though I can understand how we got here.
Yeah. Uh, and there is a reason why I said it. He needs to leave for his own sake because there are personal attacks on Twitter, on every social media, whenever he does
Yeah.
any charity work or any social work. And people have been saying that it is a PR, it is a PR, but it could not be PR. It might not be PR. There are actually genuine good people on this planet who want to do better things for others. It can be the case of that thing as well. He he is a good person. He people can be good in this world. People need to understand that you don't have to be toxic in every situation. If you want to move on, let's shake hand. Let's not talk ill things behind each other's back and part ways. Simple. And even if he were to leave this season, I think he should leave with a trophy in his hand, at some kind of trophy. I don't know what trophy that will be, but he deserves one fairy tale ending if he were to leave. That's all.
The one thing I would say is that in this entire process, I think Amorim has done a top-notch job. Benching him was the absolutely correct decision. This will mean that up sare players will come in line. they will know that if Rashford is not untouchable, then none of them are. ठीक है? Because अगर कोई untouchable होता तो सबसे पहले Rashford और Bruno होते. If Rashford is getting benched, that's a very strong statement, and I think most United fans should be positive about this because he's trying to do things, and let him do things the way he wants to. So,
Yeah.
all sentiment for Rashford aside, Amorim has been doing well.
Those fans who constantly want to attack any particular player, not only Rashford but any player, you just not helping them off pitch also, and it might affect that mentality on pitch also for them. So it is not good if you are celebrating any of your team's players exit unless that player is a problem. And in this case, Marcus Rashford was not creating any problem.
Yeah.
See, I have been vocal, absolutely vocal against Marcus Rashford. I have been critical for him, but I wouldn't celebrate his exit. I will
Hmm.
shake hand
True.
and I will move on.
Yeah.
Simple.
What could be Rashford's next destination? Do you think there are any clubs interested in buying him? Where do you think he'll land up?
I don't know. To be very honest, United is in a very tricky position considering every scenarios. But as per the current reports, his dream destination is Spain. But which club will afford his
Hmm.
salary? Which club will take him? It is. I genuinely have no answer to that question. Saudi, he's not
I think,
interested.
yeah, I think Saudi should be a natural destination given his wages, current wages. But honestly, even I'm a bit clueless as to where will he go, at least in Europe. So MLS की उम्र हुई नहीं, but either
He
some
won't go
loan deal in
Saudi
Europe,
also. Saudi
He
भी
will
नहीं
not go
जाएगा.
Saudi. He will
Yeah.
not go Saudi.
depending on what offers he
He's too
has.
woke. He's too woke for Saudi, I feel.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind PSG swooping in suddenly because the campaign
Yeah.
in the UCL currently, they don't have any poster boy figurish
Hmm.
player for them for their project. So I
I
wouldn't
think
mind them coming in.
Barcelona also could be a good destination if they can somehow engineer way to pay him.
ओ
Because
भिखारी लोग हम लोग को ही पैसे देने बोलेंगे.
Lamine Yamal एक साइड से Rashford एक साइड से could be exciting.
Let's see. Let's see.
Let's
पैसे होने
Let's
चाहिए
see.
उनके पास. I would be happy if he goes to Barcelona. Jokes aside. Yeah, on that note, we'll wrap this. Thank you for watching the video. Meantime, click on that subscribe button, click on the notification icon so you don't miss any video from us. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.